Okay. Oh man, this is really going to happen. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello, dear What Watchers. And I am fucking lying already. Please, internet, work. I want to stream. I was interested in streaming. Can you work, dear internet? Hello, internet. No, no, it is telling me to go and fuck myself. I don't know what is going on with the internet, but anyways, hello everybody, hello dear What Watchers, hello people that decided to come in somehow, even though we have probably the most random content yet. All I can really say is, I hope everybody is doing fine. I hope everything is great on everybody's side, and well, today we have some lighter reading to do. Let me go get myself ready for a second, and I will be right back, so to speak. One second, one second. Well, I tried to fix the internet problem, and we will see if it really works, or if I will end up being forced to not stream in reality, because if internet is not going to work, we can't do anything about it. But well, here we are. We have some simple, really simple reading to do. A very short book, basically called the Mahabharata. I know in no way I'm in. Is it Indian? It is okay to say Indian. I pray to God it is. I do not mean it in a disrespectful way, so understand. My main language is in English. Sorry if that's not the appropriate definition, but let's say it is a very important book for the Hindus, Indians, um, for the people that live in India, basically. And well, the objective will be to read a little bit of it, at least some tiny parts of it. The internet is kind of lying. I have already lost like 40% of the frames through the 7 minutes that we have already been streaming, so let's pray to God this works, even though we are having problems with internet. But well, I cannot change it, so at least let me try to set up the whole thing. Let me see if it is going to be alright, if it is going to work. Here I have the book, the PDF. I think it should be fine like this. Yeah, I think I am not forgetting anything else. I think so. It should be completely okay to stream right now. Let me just in case check if there is any kind of information that it might decide to show that I should be aware of. No, there supposedly shouldn't be any problem so far. Let me let me check this part here. It is okay. Over here, it is okay. Well, yeah, we are, so to speak, ready to start with the very easy reading. And the first page is the complete Mahabharata. Yeah, that is literally the first page. There is nothing else on this first page, so let's keep going down over here. Hello, PC. There it is. Rupa. Table of contents. Yeah, well, the 12 volumes that it has. Now, an illustration. A flower, basically. A flower and some leaves. I don't know anything about flowers, so flowers. That's it. Wait, this is a leaf. These three things are flowers, right? I guess. And well, nothing else. The writer is Adi Parva. This is the first book. Ramesh Menon is the person who translated it, or well, yeah, I will guess. I have not that much context about it, so we will have to keep guessing. Now, onto some real text. The Mahabharata of Veda Saya. Oh yeah, names I don't even know how to pronounce. Is the longest recorded epic of the world, with almost 100,000 verses. It is many times as long as the Iliad and the Odyssey combined, and has deeply influenced every aspect of the Indian ethos for some 4,000 years. The main theme is the great war on Kurukshetra, but the epic teams with smaller stories and other stories within this, all woven together with a genius that confounds comparison. As its heart, it contains Krishna immortal Bhagavad Gita, the Song of God. The Mahabharata embodies the ancient and sacred Indian tradition in all its earthy and spiritual immensity. Famously, what is found here might be found elsewhere. What is not found here will not be found elsewhere. I don't know. I think we have to stop at this point and start already analyzing a little bit. At the end of the day, it has already kind of said a lot of different ideas. I will guess, taking into account that it has really 7,000 pages, it really will be one of the longest books I have read so far, so I wouldn't doubt that part. The only thing I don't really... Well, I wouldn't want to judge it badly, so let's just say it is a very, very intense statement to say, this will be a book that will have a lot of things to say, and if they aren't on this book, they aren't on anywhere else. So we will see. We will see somehow how it really translates into reality, so to speak. Taking into account it is so old, I would expect it to be kind of like the Bible is basically a very, very big. Yeah, I think the correct word is big book with a lot of different passages, so to speak, that might have a lot of different interpretations. At the end of the day, when I wouldn't say the language wasn't developed on itself, but rather people tended to write in a kind of simpler fashion, at least. So nowadays, it really needs a lot of thinking from the one who decides to read them. But well, it won't really be a problem on itself, so to speak. And we will see. Yeah. We will see. We will see. That's basically it. We are only 4 pages deep so far, so and we haven't even started reading the book itself. We're still reading the preface, so to speak. So let's hope for the best so far. Well, I think it is a great moment to say I wasn't even meant to read this book. I wanted, as it says here, at its heart, it contains Krishna's immortal Bhagavad Gita, the Song of God. That part is supposedly the most important book, or the most known part of it, so to speak. Not the whole, as the whole Mahabharata. I think I don't really know. We will see. We'll see how it goes. At least I expect it to be entertaining, so to speak. Not not in an insulting way, but I don't know. Taking into account, I will have to read 7,000 pages. I I hope it really is entertaining in some way. Well, time to keep going. We were over here. Many believe this most magnificent epic to be the greatest story ever told, yet the only full Indian translation of the Mahabharata into English is in the 19th century, one by Kishari Mohan Ganguly. More than 100 years have passed since Ganguly accomplished his task, and the language he used is now sadly archaic. This new 12-volume series retells the great epic, line by line, in fresh, easily readable English prose. With it, we hope to bring the Mahabharata alive again for the contemporary and future reader. I wouldn't know, I think it was over here, I think. Oh, sorry for not paying so much attention. Hello, Mr. Shen. Hello. There is no specification on when this edition was made. Well, there is none, but if I remember correctly, I don't know it, and it said something like 1970s or something like that. It isn't that new so far. Okay, once again, the complete Mahabharata Adiparva. Almost habla. How many pages are there? What? Eh? The complete Mahabharata Adiparva, Ramesh Menon, Rupa. Anything else? Here! Ah! No, what the fuck? This is really new. Wow. I didn't expect it at all. It was first published in 2009 by Rupa Publications. I'll write this cell. Wait, this. I downloaded it from the public library of Google. It supposedly shouldn't have any kind of copyright to strike us and to ban me from doing anything else. So let's pray to the Indian gods. We're not going to get banned. And also, just to defend myself, I am not Indian. I do not understand anything. Why? I wanted to read about the the full question was why I am reading this. I wanted to do it because I was interested in, as it says over. Let's go up here. At its heart, it contains Krishna immortal Bhagavad Gita, the Song of God. That I wanted to read that, and when I was searching for a copyrighted version, it says that it contains. No, it is an story contained in the whole Mahabharata, so we shall read it. I tried to read the first page to see if I was going to be able to do it on stream, and there were a lot of fucking names I didn't even knew who what they were referring to, and there was a 1,000-page version that I wasn't going to read. I would rather read this one, the whole text on itself. So goodbye. That's the reason. Wait, here for Sir Ergi Mehra, valued friend, great publisher. Okay, contents. Didn't we already went over here? This is translated, or it really says Canto 1. Canto. This should be a translation that my PC did, right? I wouldn't think it will say Canto on the English version. Canto. Canto. How many? How many? Please stop. No. Okay, there it is. White page. Oh no. Okay, here it is. A brief. Oh yeah, more introductions. We're already 18 pages deep. This is amazing. A brief introduction. The last complete version of the Mahabharata to be written in India in English prose was the translation by Kisari Mohan Ganguly. We have already seen that, brother. Why the fucking repetition? Stop it. He wrote it in between 1883 and 1896. To the best of my knowledge, it is still remains to the only full English prose rendering of the epic by any Indian. More than 100 years have passed since Ganguly achieved his monumental task. Despite its closeness to the original Sanskrit and its undeniable power, in more than 100 years the language and style of the Ganguly translation have inevitably become archaic. I won't lie, it is the second time it says it has become archaic. I am pretty interested in reading that version. I don't think, even if there is almost by now, how many 130, 140 years of distance between the original or the first Mahabharata version. I will be interested in reading that. I probably wouldn't do it in reality, taking into account that it might as well be another 6,000 version page or 6,000 page version. So I'm just saying things for the sake of it, and also to have time to give myself some water. Okay. Okay. It seems a shame that this most magnificent of epics, a national treasure, an indisputable classic of world literature, believed by many to be the greatest of all books ever written, is not available in complete form to the Indian or any reader in modern, literary, and easily accessible English, as retold by Indian writers. So we, a group of Indian writers and editors, warmly and patiently supported by our publisher Rupa and Company, undertook a line-by-line retelling of the complete Mahabharata for the contemporary and future reader. Our aim has not been to write a scholarly translation of the great epic, but an eminently readable one, without vitiating either the spirit or the poetry of the original, and without reducing its length. Well, I wouldn't. If it really is a stretch what I was going to say, like reading it on Sanskrit would be the best option, because there is an original version written in Sanskrit, but I don't think it will be kind of wise, taking into account that I don't even know Sanskrit right now. Firstly, I will have to learn a new language. Second, we will have to kind of everybody know that new language. Not only me, because it is an adventure I want to stream, not to go on myself. So that is the second part. Until I already know English, I wouldn't know. Learn a language just to read a book, and I don't have any plans to go to India so far. So we will see. This is not a translation from the Sanskrit, but based almost entirely on the Ganguly text, and he himself did use more than one Sanskrit version for his work. However, as will be obvious, the style of this new rendering is very much our own, and our hope is to bring as much of the majesty and enchantment of this awesome epic to you as is possible in English. Ramesh Menon, series editor. Amazing. Another white page. Yeah, blank page. Okay. Acknowledgements. Oh, yeah, Indian names. Sanjana Roy Chaudhuri. Kamalbari Mishra. Dipti Talwar. And Shashri Kumar edited and proofread this first volume of the Mahabharata. I am most grateful to them for their fine, painstaking work. I would guess so. A 7,000 page book isn't something really to read, to go through. Canto, why is this stuff on... This isn't Spanish, I will guess. It is a word also used on English. I never knew it was used, that is my problem. But Canto 1, Parva Samgraha. I bow down to Narayana and Nara, the most exalted Purusha, and to the Devi Saraswati, and utter the word Haya. Agrasarava is the son of Romahash. This is the first page. Why? What? Let's start all over again. I bow down to Narayana Nara, the most exalted Purusha, and to the Devi Saraswati, and utter the word Haya. Urusrava is the son of Ramaharshana, his Sutta and a master of the Puranas. One day, bowing reverently, he came to the great rishis of lynchless austerity, who sat in their ease after attending the 12 years yagna of Saunaka Kulapati in the Naimishavana. The Munis were eager to listen to the marvelous legends of Ugrasarava, who had come to their asarama in the forest. The holy ones welcomed him with respect. He greeted those sages with folded hands and inquired after the evolution of their tapasya. We might as well try to learn some words that they are using here because there is no translation. It seems I kind of didn't understand half of what I read just now. It is amazing. It really is a great text. We will have to search for the version that has some explanation, some context about what I am reading. I couldn't even make a list of the amount of words that I didn't even understand here. And this isn't even the whole first page. This is only the first paragraph of the first page. Well, no, it also makes no sense to say, no, every book should be understandable by its own. It talks about the Indian society, so we might as well learn about them before trying anything else, shouldn't we? There is kind of no meaning behind just reading something that is completely unintelligible for us, so to speak. We will see. I will try to read at least 3 pages. If all of those 3 pages are like this, we will have to search for some guidance upon internet, and we will have to scrap the idea of reading the Mahabharata as it is. This will become an Indian culture dedicated channel. What is going to happen? We'll learn as we keep reading. When the rishis all sat again, Ramarkashana sons also humbly sat upon the seat they offered him. Seeing that he was comfortable and refreshed, one of the rishis said, "From where are you coming, lotus-eyed Sati, and where have you been spending your time? Tell me, who asked you this in detail?" The eloquent Sati replied, appositely and at length in that large conclave of illustrious Tapasvins, the language he used was chaste and high, suited to the way of life. Sati said, "I heard the diverse, sacred, and marvelous tales which Krishna Dwaipayana composed in his Mahabharata." What? What? What Mahabharata means then? There was already a Mahabharata. What? 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 I'm sorry for that. let's start this paragraph from here. What means that? I don't know. It's just time to keep reading. Sati said, "I heard the diverse, sacred, and marvelous tales which Krishna Dwaipayana composed in his Mahabharata, and which Vaisampayana narrated at the Sarpayagna of the noble Raharishi Shanamehaya. What? The song of Parikshit." No. Don't laugh. Foremost among Kshatriyas. Later arranged the earth, visiting many tirthas and other shrines. I journeyed to Samantapanchaka, revered by the Shivas, where the sons of Kuru and those of Pandu fought their great war, with all the Kshatriyas of the land fighting for one side or the other. Is this kind of a third person introduction for the book or something like that? Because the Great War and the Kshatriyas was something that appeared on the Bhagavad Gita. I remember so far. I guess this is kind of an introduction to, so to speak, to the book itself. I don't really know, but well, let's see. From there, being eager to meet you, I have come into your presence, worshipful sages. You are all like Brahman to me, most blessed ones. You shine in the Yagnashala with the splendor of the sun. You have finished your what? Rihanna, and have fed the holy fire. Now you sit here at your ease with no cares. Yes. Tell me, greatest of Shivas, what could you hear from me? Shall I recount the sacred tales of the Puranas, which tell of Dharma and Artha, or shall I tell you about the deeds of enlightened rishis and of the kings of men? The rishis replied, the Purana that was first propounded by the great Dwaipayana, when both of the Devas and Brahmarishis had heard it, they said it was the foremost of all itihasas, histories. It varies in both diction and divisions, has intricate and subtle meanings, logically combined and gleaned from the Vedas, and it is a most holy work. It is composed in elegant language and includes the subjects of every other book. Other sutras elucidate this Purana, and it reflects the inmost meaning of the four Vedas. We want to listen to the Itihasa, which is also called the Bharata, the magnificent Vyasa holy masterwork, which dispels the fears of evil. We would hear it exactly as the Rishi Vaisampayanas told it, seriously under the direction of Dvaipayana himself, at the Sarpayagna, the snake sacrifice of Raja Hanameya. No, Hanamehaya. What? Oh man. What an easy book to read. This this is the easiest book I have ever read so far. That's all I can say. But well, even if I didn't understand, like, as I said before, half of it, and we will really have to backtrack, stop our intended adventure so far, and search for an explanation about the words that are displayed here, because I have zero context about what I am reading almost all of the time, and it really seems, if it was as I kind of understood before it is talking about the book itself, so to speak, and yeah, it is interesting to see that. I mean, it really kind of serves as an introduction to the book inside of the book itself, and yeah, I guess the only barrier I am having right now, at least, is the amount of words that I do not even understand what they mean. There are a lot of, yeah. We will see. We will keep seeing. There are a lot of things we will need to work on then, taking that into account. But well, one more page. We will completely be sure about that. Soti then said, I vow to the primordial being, Isana, to whom the people all make offerings, whom the multitude adores, and he is the true and immortal one, Brahman, manifest, unmanifest and eternal. He both exists and appears not to. He is the universe and also distinct from the universe, the creator of all things, high and low, the ancient, exalted, inexhaustible one. He is Vishnu, benign and benignity personified, worthy of all worship, pure, perfect. He is Hari, sovereign of the faculties, the mover of all things, mobile and motionless. What a great description that was. Even if I will guess Vishnu and Hari are basically kind of the short things for all of the descriptions that they were given. But well, what what a strong way to refer to someone. What? But well, I will now narrate the secret thoughts of the Illumined Muni Saya, of marvelous accomplishments whom all here revere. Some Pauranikas have already taught this Itihasa, some now teach it, and others will hereafter disseminate it across the earth. It is a vast treasure of knowledge, and its fame is established throughout the three lokas. The Chivas, the twice-born, possess it both in detail and in full. The erudite delight in it for being adorned with elegance, with conversations human and divine, and with myriad poetic metres. What? At, at this point, I don't even know. Is this an English word? At this point, I completely don't know. When this world was without light, plunged in absolute darkness, a mighty egg appeared, the first cause of creation, the single, infinite, inexhaustible seed of all created beings. This is the Mahabharata, formed at the beginning of the Yuga, when we hear Brahman the true light. The eternal, the inconceivable being, was present equally everywhere, tunes in and subtle cause, whose nature is both of being and nothingness. From this egg, Pitamaha Brahma emerged the first Prajapati, along with Vishnu, Suraguru, and Shiva Sthanu. Then the 21 Prajapatis appeared. Manu, Vashishtha. Oh man, no, I cannot with these names. I'm sorry, but they are too foreign to me. Manu, Vasishta, and Parameshti. No, Parameshti. 10 Prachetas, the Daksha and the 7 sons of Daksha. Then appeared the incomprehensible Purusha, whom all the rishis know, and also the Visvedevas, the Adityas, the Vasus, the Aswin twins, the Yakshas, the Sadhyas, the Visachas, the Guyakas, and the Pitras. After this, the wise and most holy Brahmarishis were created, and the numerous Rajarishis, distinguished by every noble quality. So too, the waters, the heavens, the earth, the air, the sky, the cardinal points of the heavens, the years, the seasons, the months, the fortnights. Oh no, fortnight. I'm sorry. Oh man. I didn't mean to do that. That was too much. We're okay. Nothing happened. Oh man. After this, the wise and most holy Brahmarishis were created, and the numerous Rajarishis, distinguished by every noble quality. So too, the waters, the heavens, the earth, the air, the sky, the cardinal points of the heavens, the years, the seasons, the months, the fortnights, called Pakshas, with days and nights in proper succession. Thus, all things that are known to man were made. And when the yugas end, whatever is seen in the universe, animate and inanimate, will again be dissolved. When the next yugas begin, all things will be renewed, and like the many fruits of the earth, succeed one another in the order of their seasons. So the wheel revolves ceaselessly in the world, without beginning and without end, destroying all things. The generation of divas, in brief, was 33,333. The sons of Div were Brihadbanu. Is it Brihadbanu or Brihadhanu? We have no Indian viewers, so I'm sorry. I am completely sorry for the mispronunciation. There is no guide about how to say the words here. I have been completely inventing everything so far. Aside from... No, I don't even remember at this point what were the words I already knew. Taking into account that I probably only knew like 3, and I have read like 80 at this point that I didn't even knew what they mean. But well, once again, the generation of divas, in brief, was 33,333. The sons of Div were Brihadbanu, Chakshus, Atma, Vibhavasu, Savita, Rechika, Arka, Banu, Asavaja, and Ravi. Of these Vivaswans of old, Maya was the youngest, whose son was Devavrata. Devavrata sons Subrata had three sons, Dasagioti, Satagioti, and Sahasragioti. Each of them sired numerous offspring. The illustrious Dasagioti had 10,000 progeny, Satagioti 10 times that number, and Sahasrati 10 times as much as Satagioti. 10 times mean 10,000? 100,000? Dasagioti had 10,000. Satagioti had 100,000, and Sahasragioti had 1,000,000 progenitors. I guess. I don't really completely know. I will guess it is like that. Nobody will really care, so let me pull up the calculator for a second there. 10 times that number. Let me check. I am curious. So 10,000 by 10, 100,000, and by 10 once again 1,000,000. I was right. I was right all along. Okay, time to keep going. From this descended the clans of the Kurus, the Yadus, and the Mahabharata, the lineage of Yayati and of Ikshbaku, and also all the Rajarishis. Okay, here. Numerous too were their generations, and abundant were the creatures and their praise of abode, the triune mystery, the Vedas, Yoga, and Vijnana Dharma, Artha and Kama, the many books upon the subjects of Dharma, Artha and Kama, rules for the conduct of humankind, also histories and discourses upon various Surutis, Altis the Rishi Vega, Altis the Rishi Vyasa, so they are here in their proper order and mentioned as examples of the Shastras. So far it seems that there are some times where it really gets kind of complicated with the foreign words, and there are other moments like this last, I think, almost whole page, or no, almost like last page and a half basically, that had so much things that are easily understandable, so to speak. But well, so far it really is kind of a biblical story, so to speak, or a religious story more than biblical. A religious story. And it also, it really, without any kind of context, it seems to be really self-containing in a sense. But well, we will see. Here, the Rishi Vyasa promulgated this vast treasure of knowledge in both a comprehensive and an abridged form. The learned of this world always want to know both versions. Some read the Mahabharata from the invocatory mantra, others begin with the story of Astika, others with Uparichara, while some Brahmanas study the entire epic. Oh yeah! This is us. This is a self-containing story. This is us. We are reading the whole epic. We are here. We are literally here. Wow! We are Brahmanas. Is it an insult? Is it something good? We don't know because I won't search for it. But we are the Brahmanas studying the entire epic. This is. Yeah, it was a Fortnite moment. It really was a Fortnite moment. But well, now we also found where we are situated in the book itself. We are the Sombra Brahmanas studying the entire epic. No Fortnite playing, just Fortnite reading. If you were to give me a Fortnite game to read, we will do it right now. We are only reading the Fortnites that happen here in the Mahabharata. Yes. Well, so far we're already 20 pages in, 25 pages in. We're great. I don't know how much I have been streaming. I should check that. Let me see. We have been going for only 50 minutes, and like I don't know, 40 of those only being in real reading, I guess. But well, we will take a break when I will need to go to the bathroom. I have been drinking water so far, so expect it to happen soon. And also thank you, Mr. Benjamin, for lurking. We are here. Oh man, I cannot get over the fact that we are here. We are at the Brahmanas studying the entire epic. It is amazing. It is incredible. Men of learning exhibit their different knowledge of the text when they comment upon the composition. Some are skillful at expounding its meaning, while others remember its content in complete detail. It feels weird that, at least I find it to be like of, it is talking about the people that have already read this text. It is, I will guess the setting is like, what was the word that they used? I guess the Rishi, Yasa, and all of those are kind of an upper plane of existence or something like that, because they are talking about something that already happened, but in reality is also happening and will keep happening. What I don't know. It is kind of too transcendental even for me to understand. Or there is also the minuscule possibility of me completely making shit up. It is also possible. Having, with penance and meditation, Tapasya and Dhyana analyzed the eternal Veda, the son of Satyavati later composed this sacred story. When that knowing Brahmarishi of fierce vows, the noble Vyasa, son of Parasara, finished this greatest of all epics, he considered how he could transmit it to his disciples and leave it behind for posterity. And Brahma, who owns the six attributes, who is the guru of the world, knew the anxiety of the rishi Dvaipayana. Brahma appeared in the place where Yasa was, to grant the sage what he desired and thus benefit the people of the earth. Yeah, I will guess. I will guess this basically is kind of talking about where Brahmarishi. I don't know if it is a name, because at the end of the day there is also the word Brahmanas. So I will guess it is kind of another title or something like that in the Indian culture. So whoever or whatever the Brahmarishi is, basically kind of is explaining how he came to sharing this history, or well, kind of. I also understand it like how he ended up writing it down basically. But well, let's keep going. Yasa sat lost in thought, surrounded by all the tribes of Munis. Seeing Brahma, he rose in astonishment, and standing with joined palms, the rishi bowed low and ordered a Darbhasana fetch for the Pitamaha. What is a Darbhasana? Why? We really need some context for words. I am not Indian. I'm sorry. Yasa sat lost in thought, surrounded by all the tribes of Munis. Seeing Brahma, he rose in astonishment, and standing with joined palms, the rishi bowed low and ordered a Darbhasana fetched for the Pitamaha. Vyasa circumambulated in Pradakshina him. There is a missing sign here. Him who is called Hiranyagarbha. Him who is called Hiranyagarbha. What? Hiranyagarbha. Okay. Seated upon that special and lofty grass throne, and came and stood near him. Brahma Parameshti commanded him to sit near the asana, and Vyasa did so, his heart full of love and smiling in joy. I guess the lofty grass throne, it is talking about the Pitamaha is sitting in the lofty grass throne, and that lofty grass throne is the Darbhasana. I don't know what kind of meaning the word throne here has, because I picture in my mind a real or more like a Western type of throne. I guess they might be using the word throne like a definition of a very what is it, detailed or precious sitting place, more than the kind of throne that you can find, for example, in Western castles. But well, continuing a little bit more, the glorious Vyasa said to Brahma Parameshti, divine Brahma, I have composed a Kavya, a poem which is highly regarded. In it I have explained the mystery of the Veda and the other scriptures, the rituals of the Upanishads with their Angas, the Puranas and Itihasas that I have compiled and named after the three divisions of time, the nature of aging and decay, of fear, disease, being and non-being, a description of different varnas and the various stages of life, laws for the four varnas, the true import of the Puranas, an account of Sannyasa and the duties of Brahmacharin, the dimensions of the sun and moon, the planets, galaxies and stars, along with the duration of the four ages, the Rig, Sama and Yajurvedas. Also, another word I don't even know how to say, Adhyatma, the science of Nyaya. What? Nyaya. The science of Nyaya, the diagnosis and the treatment of disease, charity and Pasupatadharma, birds heavenly and human, for different ends, a description of the tirthas and other holy places, of rivers, mountains, forests, the ocean, of the unearthly cities and the kalpas. Let me go down. The art of war, the different nations and languages, the nature and customs of the people, and the all-pervading spirits. All this I have told of in my poem, but now I cannot find anyone to be my scribe for this work, not on this earth. I guess, yeah. I will assume I was kind of right. This is basically, or well, this is even a greater, so to speak, Mahabharata. Basically, this is basic. This is the whole story of the or actual universe, so to speak. I am kind of assuming. I don't know if it is talking about this one or another universe, but something like that. I do not want to say anything kind of hurtful to the Indian society, but what a fucking concept it is. It is all I can say. What an incredible concept. And yeah, amazing literature so far. Brahma said, In this gathering of munis renowned for their sanctity, I honor you for your deep knowledge of divine mysteries. I know you have revealed the divine word from its first utterance in the language of truth. You have called your present work a cavia, a poem, and so it shall be a poem. No other poet's work shall ever equal this cavia of yours, even as the other three asramas of life are forever lesser than the Griharastarama. What? Griharastasarama? Oh Muni, let us consider Ganesha to become your amanuensis, to write this epic poem down. Even if I don't understand the words, I guess Ganesha is someone and amanuensis is the one who will transcribe the history that is going to be told, basically. But let's keep going. Soti said, having spoken thus to Yasa, Brahma left for his own realm, Brahmaloka. Yasa now thought prayerfully of Ganesha, and Ganesha, remover of obstacles, always ready to fulfill the desires of his devotees, came immediately to the place where Yasa sat. When he had been worshipped, welcomed, and was seated, Yasa said to him, O Guru of the Ganas, I beg you, be described for the Mahabharata, which I have conceived in my imagination, and which I shall narrate to you. What? Who? Ganesha? Okay. Yes. Ganesha answered, I will be your scribe if my nib does not stop writing for even a moment. Yeah. I was right, haha. Yasa said to that deity, wherever there is anything that you do not properly understand, you must stop writing. Who the fuck is Yasa? I'm sorry for the insult there, but who should I assume Vyasa to be? I was thinking it was basically an enlightened individual, but if I wouldn't think even in the Indian religion that a simple individual could have the possibility of kind of referring to a deity like Ganesha, because I am pretty sure Ganesha is a deity that like this, like, oh yeah, if you don't understand what I'm saying, stop. Wow, I guess Yasa must be someone important. It is incredible to have zero context about what I am reading. Ganesha signified his assent by saying Aum and was ready to begin. Yasa began his narration, and to divert Ganesha and to gain time, he wove the wrap and weft of his lesson exceedingly close, with many a diversion. By this ruse, he dictated his work and never allowed Ganesha's nib, which was a tusk he took from his own face, to be still for a moment, for he was always ahead of his scribe. Yeah, I guess I was right. Ganesha is. I feel him in my mind as one of those elephant head deities of the Indian religion. Indeed, I don't know the word. Sorry, but well, let's keep going. I am, continued Soti, acquainted with your 8,800 verses, and so is Sukha, and perhaps Sanjaya, from the mysteriousness of their meaning. O Munis, no one is able to this day to penetrate those close-knit and difficult slokas. Even the omniscient Ganesha took a moment to consider. Yasa, however, continued to compose more verses abundantly. As an instrument for applying cold dose, this awesome work has opened the eyes of the inquisitive world, blinded by the darkness of ignorance. Lower. As the sun dispels the darkness, so does this Mahabharata by its treatises on Dharma, Artha, Kama and final moksha dispel the ignorance of men. As the full moon unfurls the buds of the water lily with his soft light, so the Purana reveals the light of the Saruti and makes the human intellect bloom. The torch of this Itihasa destroys the darkness of ignorance, and then the entire mansion of Prakariti becomes illumined. Um, I guess my mind kind of saw it like this. Fuck, wait, there is a mosquito. Okay, there is a fucking mosquito, sorry. But as I was going to say, this is kind of, once again, self-referential. Basically, the Mahabharata is speaking about itself, so to speak. There was even a mention of it. Okay, here. The Mahabharata here. So, yeah, I guess it is kind of speaking as how when one reads this story becomes illuminated, so to speak. And the only thing I was kind of lingering on is the mansion of Prakariti. It kind of resounded with one of the old concepts that was in my mind about the, so to speak, in English, mental palace. I saw it like that, kind of the mental palace that one has becomes clearer or illumined in this case when one reads the Mahabharata. Okay, let's keep going. Whatever it means in reality, let's keep going. This work is a tree. The chapter of contents is its seeds. The divisions called Pauloma and Astika are its root. The portion called Samjava as its trunk. The book called Sabha and Aranya are roosting perches. The Baba called Arani, the notes on the bowl. The Virata and Udyoga Barbas, the beat. The book named Bhishma, the main branch. The book called Drona, the leaves. The Karnaparva, the fair flowers. The book named Saya, their sweet fragrance. The book entitled Stri and Ashtika, the refreshing shade. The book called Shanti, the mighty fruit. The book called Aswamedha, the immortal sap. The Asaramava, oh my god, the Asaramavasika, the place where the tree grows. And the book called Mausala is an epitome of the Vedas and held in great reverence by virtuous Brahmanas. The tree of the Bharata, as inexhaustible to mankind as the clouds, shall be a source of livelihood to all poets of this distinction. It is a great book. The own book says, basically. I don't mean it in a bad way, but it can be resumed like that. This is a great book. Sauti continued, I will now tell you of the immortal flower and fruit of this tree, whose scent is pure and flavor delicious, and which not the devas can destroy. Once, wait, if I'm not wrong, the devas are the kind of devils in the Indian culture. But let me keep going. Once, when implored by Bhisma, the wise son of Ganga, and by his own mother Satyavati, the spiritual and virtual Krishna, Dvaipayana, fighter, three sons who were like three fires upon the two wives of Vichitrayavirya, and having sired Hiritarashtra, Pandu and Vidura, he returned to his asrama to continue his tapasya. Completely sure about that. Now, until Not until Not until after these three were born, grew, and even departed on their final journey did the great Vyasa make the Bharata known in this world of men. When Hanamehaya and thousands of Brahmanas begged him, he commanded his disciple Vaisampayana, who sat next to him, and Vaisampayana, sitting with the Sadasyas, the guest, recited the Bharata during the intervals in the rituals of the snake sacrifice, for the others repeatedly urged him to do so. I don't understand what is the snake sacrifice still. I there are still a lot of things that I don't even know. I and I don't want to ramble about something that will be easily explained with fucking context, but what it really seems is, as I said before, this is a story happening in another plane of existence. And this is also an interesting, so to speak, uh, story because it is being told as we are kind of, well, as I said before, we don't know if it was already, it is being, or it is going to be told to some higher plane of existence beings. But my best guess as the snake sacrifice will be something like, I don't know, man. What could be the snake sacrifice in a higher plane of existence? Kind of the eternal ritual that the Indians always talk about, the reincarnation and all of that. I wouldn't think their definition isn't a snake sacrifice. For that, I am kind of sure about it. I don't know what the snake sacrifice is, but going. Let's keep going. Vyasa has described exhaustively the greatness of the house of Kuru, the virtuousness of Gandhari, the wisdom of Vidura, and the constancy of Kunti. The noble Rishi has dwelt upon the divinity of Krishna, the dharma of the sons of Pandu, and the evil ways of the sons and confederates of Dhritarashtra. No, Dhritarashtra. I am sorry with these names. I don't mean to offend any Indian that might be interested in an Argentinian reading their most important book, but I have no prior experience to or with Indian names. Sorry. Okay. Also, side note, I am kind of feeling like I need to go to the bathroom. Sorry. Here. Originally, Vyasa composed the Bharata in 24,000 verses without the digressions and upakatas. The learned recognized only this as the Bharata. Later, he composed an outline in 150 verses, comprising the introduction and the chapter of contents. This he first taught to his own Sukha, and after he gave it to some of his other Sishyas, who possessed the same gifts as his own. After this, he composed another 600,000 verses. Of these, 30 lakhs are known in the world of the Devas, 1,500,000 in the world of the Pitars, 14 lakhs among the Gandharvas, and 100,000 in the world of men. Narada recited these to the Devas, the Bala to the Pitars, and Sukha to the Gandharvas, Yakshas and Rakshasas. In this world, they were recited by Sampaya. In this world, they were recited by Sampayana, one of the Vyasa disciples, a man of Dharma and foremost among the knowers of Veda. So, in the prior description that this book had, it said Vyasa was the writer, but I will guess. I guess Vyasa was the writer, and we're getting kind of the history that Vaisampayana remembers, so to speak. But I wouldn't try to guess so much, but I would say that it might probably be that way because the concept that the Indians have about the states of mind and the possibility of a simple human not understanding what is reading, or the destruction of the mind when they are reading things that aren't supposed to read, something like that. So in this case, the recited version of the Mahabharata that Vaisampayana gave us is kind of a simple thing that everybody can understand. And yeah, I wouldn't keep rambling about it. Just this tiny verse, and I will go to the bathroom. Note that Sauti Ugrasrava, has also repeated 100,000 verses. Okay, amazing. Great information. Now, let's transition to here. Let me go to the bathroom. Let me go over here for a moment because I need some background noise. I never even checked if there was any background noise over here. Let me see. There was any background noise when I was reading. Let me set this here and do a transition. Oh yeah, there was, okay. I wanted to take a moment to pause because I went to earlier today. Before streaming, I placed a banana in the freezer because I wanted a chill banana to eat while streaming, and I was so enthralled by this story that the banana fucking froze. So we will have to wait for some banana eating action while reading the Mahabharata later on down the line. Right now, the banana is frozen, completely frozen. I will guess it will take like what, half an hour for it to unfroze? I don't know. But well, I restart my water, restocked, and yeah, there is nothing else to say. Time to keep going. Oh man, what a kind of doing a retrospective look, even if it isn't that comprehensive. It is great. I or it. I don't mean it in a bad way. It isn't that it's great. It is great by itself. It is a very thrilling way to tell a story. I will say the simple act of kind of having a the most simple way to say it would be having a meta meta way to refer to the reader, and all of that is very interesting. But well, now really time to go back to where we were on the on here. Transition. There it is. Here. Okay, we left it over here. Note that I, Soti Ugrasarraba, have also repeated 100,000 verses. Yudhishthira, Yudhishthira is a vast tree, formed of Adhyatma and Dharma. Arjuna is its trunk, Bhimasena its branches, the two sons of Madari are its fruit and flowers, and its roots are Krishna, Brahma, and the Brahmanas. After he had subdued many kingdoms by his wisdom and prowess, Pandu went to stay with some munis in a forest. He came to hunt, but brought misfortune upon himself when he killed a stag in the act of mating with its hind. This became a warning that guided the conduct of the princes of his house, his sons, throughout their lives. I really know nothing about the Indian culture, but it seems kind of be talking about how is it the society structure that they have in a way. I am completely inventing. Sorry if it means anything different, but my guess is this is taking basically the Munis are basically the royal family, so to speak, because Pandu was with them. I wouldn't really know. I guess Krishna was with the Brahmas, or no. Krishna and Brahma are two separate entities, kind of deities, and the Brahmanas are their in the Western culture, like those who devote their life to God, I will guess. But they are, in a sense, seeing that this here, how it is presented here, they are kind of on a more important, so to speak, than the simple munis. I guess I don't really know. Let's keep going. To fulfill the laws of Grihasta, Kunti and Madri invoked the Devas, Dharma, Vayu, Indra, and the divinities, the twin Aswins, and these gods sired sons upon them. Their sons grew up in the care of their two mothers, in the society of hermits, in the midst of tapovanas and holy asramas of rishis. Then the rishis brought the sons of Pandu to Hastinapura, into the presence of Dhritarashtra and his sons. They came wearing the habits of brahmacharis, following their masters as students, with their hair tied in top knots on their heads. These sieges of ours, said the rishis, are, are as your sons, your brothers, and your friends. They are Pandavas. Saying this, the moon is vanished. I guess the moonies aren't something that a normal human can be. Then I will guess. when the when the Kauravas heard they were the sons of Pandu, the noble ones among them shouted for great joy. Others, however, said they were not the sons of Pandu. Others said they were, while a few asked how they could be his sons when he had been dead for what? Sorry, sorry. I didn't mean to. Who, who was it already said on the story and I didn't pay attention? Who is it that I am actively reading this? I have never noticed. Pandu is there. Please don't tell me. Okay, a little bit of backstory. I wanted only to read the Bhagavad Gita, but the Bhagavad Gita was contained in the Mahabharata, and this is talking about an event that I never noticed happen in the Mahabharata. Please don't fucking tell me that I will have to read another thing before the Mahabharata because I never figured it out. And it said it was the most important text in the Indian culture. It didn't say that it was preceded by another one. Don't tell me that I really missed something. I am going to get so fucking angry. Please just tell me that I wasn't paying attention somehow, even if I was actively reading this. Somehow I didn't pay attention to the moment that Pandu was there. Okay. Yet voices on all sides cried, "They are welcome! Through divine providence we see the family of Pandu again. Let their welcome be proclaimed." When the people fell silent, a great applause of invisible spirits rang everywhere, so every direction of the sky echoed. Showers of divinely fragrant flowers fell upon the earth, and the deep sound of conches and batteries of kettle drums was heard when the young princess arrived. The joy of all the citizens reverberated from Bhumi, the earth, and reached back up into Swarga, the heavens. Finally, some terms: Swarga, heaven, Bhumi, earth. Easy as that. Why not give every single time descriptions like that? What is your problem, Indian writer? I wanted that. It wasn't that hard. They are literally 4 words and a comma, 2 commas, or 3 commas counting this one here. The Pandavas had already imbibed the Vedas and the other Shastras, and they began living in Hastinapura, respected by all and fearing none. Men of influence in the city were pleased by the purity of Yudhishthira, the strength of Bhima, the valor of Arjuna, the submissiveness of Kunti to her elders, and the humility of the twins Nakula and Sahadeva, and the people rejoiced in their noble traits. Later, Arjuna won the Virgin Krishna, oh, annotation. I won't click it. I won't click it. There is a notation here. We're on page 29. Give me a second, because there is a notation. I have to click it. And just in case it somehow doxes myself, let me change to here. Just in case. And here we were on page 29. Click. And it took me to page 39. Okay. It says this. Stop. I killed a mosquito, man. Well, amazing. But let me go back to here then. they are the notes basically. But it says Krishna is Panchali, the Pandava's wife, while Krishna is the Avatara. Both are dark. Dark as in what? Dark as in dark. Yeah, completely sure about that. They are both dark. No problem. Yes, that's the whole context I need. Both of Krishna and Krishna are dark. But well, at least it is kind of clarified here because I was already thinking the first Krishna was Krishna, the Avatar. Well, we can also read this. Mahabharata is used for the great king of that name, and Mahabharata for his descendants. Of course, the dance of Bharata Varsha, is named after King Bharata the Great. Okay, fine. We were on page 29. Let's go back there. We were here. Okay, later Arjuna won the Virgin Krishna at her Swayambara in a great gathering of kings by performing an incredibly difficult feat of archery. Then on, he was revered in this world as the greatest bowman, and upon fields of battle too, like the sun, his enemies could hardly face him. So brilliant was he, so superior, and having vanquished all the neighboring Kshatriyas and every considerable tribe, he enabled the Raja Yudhishthira, his eldest brother, to perform the greatest martial sacrifice, the Rajasuya Yajna. This is kind of a weird reference, but Arjuna is the guy that in that manga about gods and important historical figures already appeared. I don't even remember the name, but Arjuna is the guy that, or this is basically the story of the guy that fought with all the other gods. Is this that Arjuna? I don't remember, but also he wasn't a bowman in the other story. He was just a very good fighter. Or well, I also read it like 5 months ago or something like that. I already have a blurry memory about that. Anyways, continuing. With the knowing and shared counsel of Krishna and what? So it was kind of a flashback to see Krishna being mentioned so early. Then, with the knowing and shared counsel of Krishna and by the valor of Bhimasena and Arjuna, Yudhishthira slew Jarasandha, the hitherto invincible king of Magadha, and the proud Chaitya Shishupala. Then he had indeed gained the right to perform the grand and superabundant Rajasuya Yajna, which bestows transcendent punya, spiritual merit. So, punya is spiritual merit, and Rajasuya Yajna is a way to obtain punya. And Punjabi is a place of spiritual merit. But is the Punjabi real? What? I didn't mean it in a metaphysical way. What? Oh man. I'm sorry for that. Uh, I don't know. Punjabi, Punya, Rajasuya Yagna. There is a lot of things to ponder so far. Oh man, this, I guess I guess the problem is that at least from my side I don't even know a lot of the words here, so I have to not only process what they mean when there is a little bit of a real explanation about them, but also I have to guess, as in this case, what the Rajasuya Yagna really is, because I have no way to know it. Because so far there has been no reference about what the Rajasuya Yagna is on itself. It is something that bestows transcendent punya, transcendent spiritual merit, but the only other reference about it is over here. It is a martial sacrifice and nothing else. There is no more explanation about what the Rajasuya Yagna is. So I hope there really is a book, and I will search for it when I feel like I'm done for today with this book that explains a lot of the words here, or it is kind of an introduction to this one, because if there are so many concepts that I should know of before reading this one, I really feel like I won't have such a easy time continuing with a completely unknown adventure. I will use this allegory. It feels like I am kind of walking on completely on a completely dark path, and if I have no context about what I should try to understand, or what some words try to really mean, or how should I interpret those words in reality, I will end up having a lot of moments where I kind of fall. Why? Because I don't understand what they meant before. So when a loss of meaning, so to speak, happens, like so far, we don't know well, I don't know what the Rajasuya Yagna is. It is only a martial sacrifice, something that bestows transcendent punya, but I don't know what it really is. It might also be something kind of good. I don't know. So if I don't have that context before going on, when I finally or face once again a mention of the Rajasuna Yagna, I might as well end up losing myself on that new possible meaning of the Rajasuna Yagna. Whatever. Duryodhana came to this sacrifice. He saw the vast wealth of the Pandavas in evidence everywhere, the bounty of the offerings, the precious stones, gold and ornaments. He saw their wealth in the form of cows, elephants and horses, the rare silks, brocades, garments and mantles, the precious souls and furs and carpets made of the skins of the ranku deer. Envy and grief welled up inside him. Kind of salty, isn't that? And when he saw the great and exquisite sabha of Maya Danava, the Ashura architect, as wonderful as any unearthly god, he burned with rage and jealousy when he was deceived by some cunning architectural illusions the Maya had created in his sabha. Himanesa, no, Himasena mocked him hardly in the presence of Krishna. Draupadi, he laughed at his cousin as he might at a servant. News came to Hiri. Oh no! once again to Dhritarashtra, that though his son Duryodhana was surrounded by every luxury and indulging in every pleasure, he lived amidst untold riches. He was pale and wasting away, as if some secret sickness. Ah, as as if from some secret sickness. Sorry. In a while, out of his excessive fondness from his eldest son, the Haritarashtra. I'm sorry, I need to repeat it a lot of times, so I'm sorry for this part. Haritarashtra, it is fucking Haritarashtra. There it is. I hope to not struggle more with this name and its weird pronunciation. Once again, let's go from in a while, out of his excessive fondness for his eldest son, Haritarashtra gave his consent to their playing a game of dice against the sons of Pandu. They were, I don't understand that they were playing for the sake of it, or it was kind of a gamble. Should I imply it was a gamble? Or it was a simple joyous game of dice? Whatever. When Vasudeva Krishna heard about this, he was furious, yet he did nothing to prevent the game of dice and the terrible consequences that accrued from it for the Pandavas, despite Vidura, Bhishma, Drona, and Kripa, the son of Saradwan. Krishna stoked the fire that caused the awesome war that ensued and consumed the very race of Kshatriyas. When Haritarashtra heard that the dreadful news that the Pandavas had won the war, he remembered the resolves of Duryodhana, Karna, and Shakuni. He pondered in silence for a while, then spoke to Sanjaya, his Sarathi and counselor. I need some. At this point, I really need some explanation. What is a Sarathi? Hello. Here. Sons of Panu, here, counselor. I kind of lost myself for a second trying to go lower. Here. Listen carefully, Sanjaya, to everything I am about to say, and let it be beneath you to treat me contemptuously. You know this Shastras well. You are intelligent and wise. I was never in favor of fighting the war, and I took no delight in the destruction of my race. I made no distinction between my own children and the children of Pandu. My sons were wilful and despised me because of my age and infirmity, being blind and powerless, and because I loved my sons as every father does. I suffered it all. I was foolish, and my thoughtless Duryodhana follies grew day by day. In Indraprastha, what? In Indraprastha, he saw the wealth and incomparable power of the mighty sons of Pandu. They mocked him for his clumsiness in the Mayasabha. He could not bear it, and yet neither could he face the Pandavas in battle. Though he was a Kshatriya, he dared not attempt to find fortune by fighting an honorable war. Instead, he sought the help of the king of Gandhara and contrived a game of dice. It was not a fair game, for the dice Shakuni used were loaded. Yeah, it was a gamble, I was right. But I didn't understand if it was kind of a simple gamble of one of those mythical whole existing gamble, so to speak. In whatever it was, I understood that Duryodhana died basically. Well, it is more correct to say in reality that oh no, Hiritarashya, Hiritarashtra killed or was the only one alive, except from his whole race and family, basically. So aside from Dhritarashtra, nobody is alive. I understood. Hope. I hope it is right. Here. Let's continue. Here, Sanjaya, all that happened thereafter came to my knowledge, and when you have heard what I say, remember everything as it transpired, and you will know that I had prophetic foresight of what would happen finally. When I heard that Arjuna bent the bow, pierced the difficult target, brought it down, and took the young woman Krishna triumphantly under the eyes of the assembled Kshatriyas already, O Sanjaya, I knew we could never hope to prevail. Then I heard Arjuna had married Subhadra of the race of Madhu in Gandharva Vivaha by the right of abduction in the city of Dwaraka. I heard that her brothers Krishna and Balarama, the two heroes of the race of Vrishni, went to Indraprastha without any resentment and as friends of the Pandavas, and then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope that we could prevail. I heard that Arjuna, with uncanny archery, held up the storm sent down by his father Indra, king of the Devas. I heard that Arjuna had pleased Agni by giving him the forest of Gandhavas to consume. The forest of Gandhava to consume. And then, O Sanjaya, I lost hope of success. When I heard that the 5 Pandavas with their mother Kunti had escaped from the house of... What is this? An eye? It is an eye? I guess? Let me see. It is more like an L, right? This is an eye. Yeah, this is an L. Okay. Once again, when I heard that the 5 Pandavas with their mother Kunti had escaped from the house of Lak, and that Vidura had helped them effect their escape, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that, after having pierced the mark in the arena, Arjuna had won Draupadi, and that the brave Panchalas had joined the Pandavas, then, O Sanjaya, I knew we would never have victory. When I heard that Harasanja, crown jewel of the royal line of Mahandha, had shone like among all Kshatriyas, had been slain by Bhima with his bare hands, then, O Sanjaya, I knew we had no hope of prevailing. When I heard that the sons of Pandu had vanquished the kings of all the kingdoms throughout the land and performed the imperial Rajasuya Yagna. Yeah, as I said before, let me pause there. Once again, Rajasuya Yagna, and now it is an imperial Rajasuya Yagna. Lovely to have zero context. I'm completely sorry, but after I am done reading today, we will do the next stream some learning about Indian terms, because I don't know like half of the things I am reading, or more sometimes, because they are describing words that I don't even know. So we will see. Let's go back. When I heard that the sons of Pandu had vanquished the kings of all the kingdoms throughout the land and performed the imperial Rajasuna Yagna, then, O Sanjaya, I knew our case was chaos was lost. When I heard that Draupadi, her voice choking with tears, full of agony, and in her period wearing a single cloth, had been dragged into our court, and though she had protectors, had been treated as if she had none, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that my evil wretch, Dushasana, was trying to strip her of that single garment, but could only pull reams of many hood clothes from her body into a heap, but not arrive at its end, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hopes of success. when I when I heard that beaten by Shakuni at the game of dice and deprived of his kingdom. Yeah, it was a gamble. When I heard that beaten by Shakuni at the game of dice and deprived of his kingdom, Yudhishthira still had his invisible brothers with him. Then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of ever prevailing. When I heard that the righteous Pandavas went in shame and torment when they followed their elder brother into the wilderness and occupied themselves variously to lessen his discomfort, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that Snatakas and other noble Brahmanas who lived by alms had followed Yudhishthira into the wilderness, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of succeeding. When I heard that Arjuna had pleased the god of gods, Triambaka, the three-eyed, who came disguised as a hunter, and that he received the Pasupatastra from Shiva, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that the honest and renowned Arjuna had gone to Devaloka and had obtained the Vastras there from the Indra himself, then, O Sanjaya, I knew we could never win. When I heard that Arjuna had vanquished the Kalakeyas and the Paulomas, arrogant with the wound they had, which made them invulnerable even to the Devas, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of victory. When I heard that Arjuna Parantapa, scourge of his enemies, had been to the realm of Indra to kill those Asuras and had returned victorious, then, O Sanjaya, I knew we were doomed. When I heard that Bhima and the other sons of Pritha, accompanied by Saravana, had arrived in the country that is inaccessible to men, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that my sons, misled by Karna's advice, while on their when I heard that my sons, misled by Karna's advice, while under Hoshaya, oh my god, no. Sorry, once again. When I heard that my sons, misled by Karna's advice, while under Hoshayatra, had been taken prisoners by Gandharvas and then freed by Arjuna, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of succeeding. When I heard that Dharma, the god of justice, came as a yaksha and asked Yudhishthira some questions about Dharma, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that my sons had failed to discover the Pandavas in disguise when they lived with Draupadi in the kingdom of Virata, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that the great Kshatriyas of my kingdom had all been vanquished by Arjuna, by himself, in a single chariot, in the country of Virata, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that Vasudeva of the race of Madhu, who covered this earth with one stride, was committed to the welfare of the Pandavas, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that the king of the Matsyas had offered his virtuous daughter to Uttara to Arjuna, and that Arjuna had accepted her for his son Abhimanyu, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that Yudhishthira, beaten at dice, his wealth and kingdom snatched from him, exiled and his old connections severed, had still assembled an army of seven Akshauhinis, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of victory. Oh my fuck! Wait. We're here on no hope of victory. How much more is there of O Sanjaya? I had no hope of achieving anything. Oh no, oh Sanjaya, I have no hope of ending this. Oh Sanjaya, it is already 2 pages. Okay, there it is. Okay. It is only 2 pages of Oh Sanjaya. Oh, we're fine. 3 pages in reality. Oh no. Well, it was here, right? Yes, here. When I heard Narada declare that Krishna and Arjuna were Nara and Narayana, and that he, Narada, had seen them together in Brahmaloka, then, O oh Sanjaya, I had no hope of being victorious. When I heard that Krishna was anxious to make peace for the good of humankind and came to the Kurus, but went away without having been able to accomplish his mission, then, oh Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that Karna and Duryodhana resolved on imprisoning Krishna, but he revealed his Viswarupa, his body, to the universe, then, oh Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that as he was leaving Hastinapura, Perita stood sorrowing near his chariot and Krishna consoled her, then, oh Sanjaya, I had no hope that we could have victory. When I heard that Vasudeva and Bhishma, son of Shantanu, counseled the Pandavas, and that Drona, son of Bharadwaja, blessed them, then, oh Sanjaya, I had no hope of succeeding. When Karna said to Krishna, I will not fight while you are fighting, and left the field, then, oh Sanjaya, I had no hope of winning the war. When I heard that Krishna, Arjuna, and the Gandiva of untold prowess, these three, okay? When I heard that Krishna, Arjuna, and the Gandiva of untold prowess, these three of fearsome Tejas, energy had come together, then, oh Sanjaya, I had no hope of victory. When I heard that Arjuna was seized by compaction in his chariot and ready to abandon the world, but Krishna showed him all the worlds within his body, then, oh Sanjaya, I had no hope that we could prevail. When I heard that Bhishma, the desolator of our enemies, who killed 10,000 warriors every day in battle, had not slain any of the Pandavas, then, oh Sanjaya, I had no hope. When I heard that Bhishma, the righteous son of Ganga, himself told the sons of Pandu how he could be slain in battle, and that the Pandavas slew him joyfully, then, oh Sanjaya, I had no hope in succeeding. When I heard that Arjuna placed Sikhandin before himself in his chariot and shot the invisible Bhishma of boundless courage with a torrent of arrows, then, oh Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that the aged Kshatriya Bhishma, having all but raised the race of Shomaka, when fell and lay upon a bed of arrows, then, oh Sanjaya, wait, I had no hope of being victorious. I have every time I read H and letter and H in a name, I thought it was in this case like making the song and then making an H as in an expiration, like I did with Bhishma. I didn't say Bhishma, I said Bhishma. I kind of only pronounced it B and H, and that's it. Is in this case Shomaka, Shomaka. I will guess it is like Shomaka. I don't know. I am not Indian. I'm sorry for my completely horrible pronunciation. When I heard that upon Bhishma being thirsty and asking for water, Arjuna pierced the ground with the Parhangyastra and quenched his tears, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When Vayu with Indra and Surya united as allies for the success of the sons of Kunti, and beasts of prey terrified our relations by their inauspicious presence, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When the exceptional warrior Drona thought he saw a myriad marvelous varieties of the art of war, did not slay any of the Pandavas, then, O Sanjaya, I lost hope that we might win. When I heard that the Mahabharata Sampaksatas of our army, who meant to bring Arjuna down, were all killed by Arjuna, then, O Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that our impenetrable Vyuha, let's say Vyuha. When I heard that or impenetrable Vyuha, guarded by the mighty Drona, had been cloven singly and entered by Subhadra's valiant son, O Sanjaya, I lost hope of victory when I heard that all Maharatas, unable to vanquish Arjuna, had surrounded and murdered the boy Abhimanyu and cried over this slaughter with beaming faces. Then, O Sanjaya, I lost hope of success when I heard that the foolish Kauravas shouted for joy after killing Abhimanyu and that the enraged Arjuna swore to kill Jayadratha. Oh my god. When I heard that the foolish Kauravas shouted for joy after killing Abhimanyu and that the enraged Arjuna swore to kill Jayadratha, then O Sanjaya, I had no hope of succeeding. When I heard that Arjuna fulfilled his vow in the face of all his enemies, then O Sanjaya, I had no hope. When I heard that when Arjuna's horses were overcome with darkness, Krishna unyoked them, made them drink and harnessed them again before he brought them back into battle. Sanjaya, I lost every hope. When I heard that while his horses were exhausted and went to drink, Arjuna remained in his chariot and held all his attackers at bay, Sanjaya, our case was lost. When I heard that Satyaki of the race of Vrishni struck panic into the invincible elephant legions of the army of Drona and rode easily to the side of Krishna and Arjuna, then Sanjaya, I had no hope of victory. When I heard that after having Himasena helpless and in the eye of his arrow, Karna allowed him to escape with his life, only taunting him and dragging him a short way with the end of his bow, then O Sanjaya, and had no hope of success. When I heard that Drona, Kritavarma, Kripa, Karna, Aswadhama, and heroic Salya, king of Madra, could not prevail the slaying of Sanjava, Jayadratha, then O Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that Krishna's cunning made Karna use the celestial Shakti given him by Indra against the Rakshasa Ghatotkacha of the dreadful visage, then Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that in the duel between Karna and Ghatotkacha, that Shakti, which could surely have slain Arjuna, had been cast at Ghatotkacha, Sanjaya, I lost hope again. When I heard that here is that Yumna broke every sorry. When I heard that here is that Yumna broke every law of honorable battle and slew Drona who sat alone, unresisting and determined to die in his chariot, then O Sanjaya, I lost every hope. When I heard that Madre's son Nakula engaged Aswadhama in single combat before both armies proved equal to Drona's son and drove his chariots in circles around Aswadhama, then O Sanjaya, I had no, that was too much. I had no hope of victory. When, upon the death of Drona, his son invoked the Narayanastra, but failed to consume the Pandavas, then Sanjaya, I had no hope. When I heard that Himasena drank the blood of his brother Dushansana on the battlefield without anybody being able to stop him, then also Sanjaya, I had no hope of victory. When I heard that the boundlessly violent, invincible Karna, who slain by Arjuna in that duel between brothers, mysterious even to the gods, then Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that Yudhishthira, oh my fucking god. When I heard that the boundlessly valiant, invincible Karna, when I heard that Yudhishthira, Hamara, I think I have been going on a O Sanjaya for like the past 10 minutes at this point. This is too fucking much. Once again, when I heard that Yudhishthira Dharmaraja defeated the nameless Ashwadhama, Dushasana, and the fierce Kritavarma, then O Sanjaya, I had no hope of victory. When I heard that Yudhishthira killed the brave king of Mathura, who always dared Krishna to do battle with him, then O Sanjaya, I had no hope of success. When I heard that the evil Shakuni, who owned occult powers, who was the very root of the gambling, and indeed all the bitter feud, was slain by Pandu's son Sahadeva, then O Sanjaya, I lost hope of success. Oh my God. At this point, I'm getting tired. When I heard that the exhausted Duryodhana fled to a lake and sought sanctuary in its waters, lying there alone, his strength gone and without a chariot, then O Sanjaya, I had no hope of succeeding. When I heard that the Pandavas arrived at that lake with Krishna and standing on its shore, called out contemptuously, tauntingly to my son, who could never tolerate an insult, then O Sanjaya, I had no hope of prevailing. When I heard that while after showing in circles a dazzling array of innovative styles of Gada Yudha, he was unfairly struck down at Krishna's behest, then Sanjaya, I had no hope of victory. When I heard that Ashwadhama and his confederates slaughtered the Panchalas and the sons of Draupadi intersleep a horrible and dastardly deed, then O Sanjaya, I had no hope of victory. O Sanjaya, make it stop. Oh yeah, we're close. When I heard that, pursued by Bhima, Ashwadhama discharged the first of weapons, Aishika, with which dearly wounded the embryo in the womb of Uttara, then O Sanjaya, I had no hope of winning. When I heard that Arjuna repulsed Ashwadhama Astra, the Varamashira with another weapon, over which he pronounced the word Sasti, and that Ashwadhama had then to give up the jewel-like growth on his head, then O Sanjaya, I lost all hope. When I heard that upon the embryo in the womb of Vitara's daughter being wounded by Ashwadhama with a Mahastra, Dvaipayana and Krishna pronounced curses on Drona's son, then O Sanjaya, I lost every hope. Now, before continuing, let me check, is there more fucking O Sanjaya, because I am going crazy. At this rate, I am going crazy. There is no more O Sanjaya. I saw oh, here. Oh, Rajan. But it isn't a O Sanjaya. We are fine. Okay, last paragraph for today. Alas, I must pity Gandhari, childless now, all her grandchildren slain, her parents, her brothers, and kindred gone. Oh, hard indeed has been the achievement of the Pandavas. They have recovered the kingdom and left no rival to challenge them. And that's fucking it for today. I already have read too much. What the actual fuck was that last part? Dear God. All the other parts of the narration were kind of okay. Wouldn't say they were fine, they were okay, at the very least. But man, did you really need to repeat whoever it was 20 times, 30 times in a row? How many? 40? How many fucking times did you repeat that? Dear God. Whatever it is, it was a great stream. Or well, it was a great reading. Now, time for me to eat a banana. Before that, I will go to the bathroom. One second. What a tiring reading that was, man. Let me be right back. Transition. Mute. Um, okay, I'm back. I have a theory. I have a theory that has literally nothing to do with what we should have read, but would it be possible to develop opposable thumbs in our legs if we were to train, let's say, for 5 generations in a row? That specific skill, will that be a possibility? I don't know. All I know is that I just read a fucking lot compared to other ways. But anyways, we did it somehow. We did it. Oh man, now I will finally be able to eat my banana without a care in the world about anything else. What a fucking read that was. I will really... The only problem I am facing right now is that we, or at least I, really need a guide. There are a lot of terms, there are a lot of words that I don't even understand what they try to mean, so I really am lacking in that department. Today banana isn't fermented like the one from yesterday, so I won't have to go directly to sleep after eating such a fucking contaminated banana. So we're okay in that department. My god. And I can really say is that it was really a dense book, but it was great. It really seems to talk about the religion of the Indians more than anything else. I thought, taking into account even more how it was presented at first, that it was going to be more about. Um, oh yeah, thank you. Did you really stayed here the whole the whole reading? Goodbye, Shen. Good night. Have a great sleep. Uh, no, no sé what Shen. It was a fucking lot, man. I liked it. I it really is kind of an epic story. I wasn't expecting anything, but at least it is very epic in that sense. The way that everything is, yeah, I guess everything is kind of put together in general, makes it a great story, and I really like it, man. The only problem is really the lack of knowledge from the whole Yeah, in general, from the whole experience, so to speak. But well, um, by tomorrow, I guess I will have already found some sources and some guides about what I should know and terms and all of that. The only thing I think, the only thing I think I will need to truly find is the, what is it? The part of the whole descriptions about words. I wouldn't try to change from what we were reading to a really in-depth explained version of the Mahabharata. I don't find it that necessary. I only need like basic references by now. And we already went like 4 or 5 pages deep. I wouldn't say they are really necessary. Mm. And also, changing topic, the banana froze, and now I am eating kind of a smoothie of banana inside its own peel because it was a simple banana, nothing else. It's great, it's great. Mm. But well, I think I will I will end this stream when I'm done with the banana. I will go through the peel and go to sleep directly. It is kind of late already. I never checked what time is it right now. Yeah, it is 1 a.m. here, so it is also kind of time for me to go to bed. So yeah, let me go through the peel, wash my hands because this shit is fucking dripping, and I'll be back. Last pass. Give me a second. How much fucking reading I did? I never checked. Almost 2 hours of reading. What a fucking crazy guy. Anyways, now it is really time for me to go to sleep. I can't say anything else. I am already kind of tired, so that's it. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for the watchers as always for watching this video. I hope it ends up becoming really a series. I am not so sure about it, at least for now. So I I will try to make it a series. I don't know if it will be kind of a daily occurrence. That is the only thing. I will try to dedicate it only 1 or 2 days throughout the week. It is too much to read. I mean, it will take too much of the streaming space to only read the Mahabharata, so to speak. So we will see how do I fit it on my mental schedule, aside from the normal schedule that we already have. Well, nothing else to say. As always, thanks everybody. Yeah, today we don't have the possibility of raiding, so goodbye. Let me end stream over here, and that's it.